Hi, this is Dr. Mary, and I'm going to make a drawing salve today. I'm going to show you what's in a basic salve recipe, and then from there you can make all kinds of wonderful healing salves. So this is a pot with some boiling water. We can cool it down just a bit. Once it comes to a boil, you don't need to have it rolling for melting your wax, or sorry, your oil. So in here I have 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil and 1/4 of a cup of grapeseed oil. Now for this purpose, I prefer grapeseed rather than olive oil, but you certainly can use olive oil. I have used it in the past. It just makes a bit of an oilier texture that you're dealing with. I also, the ratio is 1 cup of oil to 1 tablespoon of beeswax, and I like to use organic. So, and this is my handy little stick. You can use the handle of a wooden spoon, but the more wax you put in it, the stiffer the salve is going to be. So the ratio is usually 1 cup to 1 tablespoon of pellets. So I'll get back with you in just a few minutes after this melts. Okay, so the beeswax pellets are just about all melted here, and that can be the base for any of the healing salves. I encourage you to look into doing oil infusions, so you can make an oil infusion with comfrey. There are just so many wonderful herbs out there that are beneficial, broadleaf, all kinds of them. But today we're going to use some powdered white oak bark and some charcoal. And to this, I like to add to all of my healing salves a little bit of the silver gel. Now the silver gel is going to help keep the microbes down in both the salve that you're making and the skin that you're going to be applying it to. So we're going to just add that. I'm going to switch this around so I have a dry end. These are great. You can find them at the dollar store for 100 of them for $1. So we're just going to dump our white oak bark and our charcoal into this mixture, and you're going to see it just turn black, black, black. And that's great because the charcoal, the reason for making this salve, it's called a drawing salve, is because it can be used for any kind of poisons on the skin. You do not want to take this internally. It's for exterior purposes only. And if you have a sliver, if you have a bee sting, if you have a snake bite, you're going to want to have a healing salve that's going to help pull the stinger out. It's going to help pull the toxins out. So it's very beneficial in that respect. Now we're going to take it off the heat. I love putting my salves, whoops, try it this way. Yeah, it wasn't that hot. I love putting my salves in the Pyrex measuring cups because it has a great spout and it has a handle that you can hang over the pot, as we saw. So now to our healing salve, I'm going to add some more elements that I feel are helpful for healing. One is distress remedy. Now, whenever there's a sore, this is something you can take internally and you can also use it externally. So we're just going to put a dropper full of the distress remedy right in there. I also feel that CBD oil is beneficial. You do not have to use any of these other additives. You can decide what you want in your salve, but I like to add a little bit of CBD oil to my healing salves. I'm going to actually add 2. They help to balance the body, the endocannabinoid system, and it helps with healing, faster healing. So we're going to stir those oils up there. The next thing we're going to add is tea tree. Tea tree is very beneficial as far as antibacterial. And lavender, because we know lavender is a wonderful tissue healing oil. Plus it covers up that nasty smell of tea tree. Some people like it. Some people think it's very medicinal smelling and wonderful, but I like to add the lavender not only for its tissue healing, but for the fact that it's soothing. So these are little jelly jars that I've cleaned out, put in boiling water, turned upside down, and let them dry. And now we're going to use them for our drawing salve. Just add a little bit more to this one. Looks like I'll have enough for 4 of them. And there we go. So that's our drawing salve. And when it dries, we'll come back. Okay, so we're back, and you can see the salve is very black, and it's solid. And if you're in a hurry, you can put them in the refrigerator, as I did, for a few minutes, and then they will cool down quicker. And then you're going to want to label these. So what I've done is simply taken the little labels. You can get 30 on a page, and you want to cut it down because these are very small jars, but if you have bigger jars, it's okay. You want to put on what it is and the date you made it. Now that's all you really need to do on the jar. But what I prefer to do also is to make a page, a recipe page, and put that in my first aid kit. And what the recipe page will tell you is what it's used for and the ingredients that you put in that salve, and then you can refer to it later. If you really, really like it, then you can make some more. And I find this very important because I think, okay, I'll remember what's in here, but then a couple months down the road, you've forgotten. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Look for more at my YouTube channel, Dr. Mary. Born for Health is my website, so it's bornforhealth.com. And look for me on Facebook Live. Thank you.